Hi, all you cool cats and kittens. Today we are looking at finding volume. So these are the three examples in the book, and we're going to work through these three bad boys. First of all, it's really important to have a go at drawing these diagrams. I know it's not easy, and when you see how bad mine is, you will feel better about trying. So the question specifically says, find the volume of each of the following. Give answers correct to 2 decimal places where appropriate. So firstly, we're going to draw in our little cylinder. And I can hear you from the last video saying, cylinder is not a prism. Excellent. It is not a prism. But we're also looking at other solids as well. Okay, so we all know how to find the area here, and we can see what the height is, because that is all the formula for prisms is. Volume is equal to area times height, okay? And it can't be the area of any part, it has to be the area of one of those bits we snip off. So remember, we talked about prisms being things that you can cut off anywhere and you would have that exact same shape on the top and the bottom. Okay, so you have to find the area of the top or the bottom. It's going to be exactly the same. And then you need to times by how tall it is. So we all remember the formula for a circle. Let's go over to my work. Look at these diagrams. Wowzers. So the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. So let's put that in. Pi times our radius is 3 squared. And let's pop that into our calculator. So pi on this calculator is this one up here. Pi times 3 and the squared button here equals 28.27. All right. Now we've got our area, 28.27. And we know that's going to be in centimetres squared because that's the area. We want to find the volume, and that is our formula. So our volume is going to be equal to our area, 28.27, times the height. Let's go back, have a look at the height, 5 centimetres. Okay, so now let's put that into our calculator. I've already got that last number sitting in there. All I have to do is times by 5. Here's my, can you get the glare? Here's my answer, okay? Now, how many decimal places did it say to go to? It said to go to 2, okay? So we've got 141.37. Look at that last number after the 7. If that was 5 or above, that 7 would become an 8, but it stays how it is. So 141, geez, I've got to write that down before I can't say it, 0.37. And we're looking at volume, so our answer will always be cubed, all right? Centimetres cubed. Okay, let's have a look at the second one here. We have a very poorly drawn triangle. I'm going to have to show you the real triangle in the big book because that is just so bad. All right, so let's have a go at this. We know that the area of a triangle is half times base times height. So let's find that area. Half times the base, okay, which is 7. And the height of that triangle is 8. And let's put that into our little calculator. So half, obviously that's easiest to write as 0.5. You can obviously write in 1 divided by 2 and get exactly the same answer. So half times 7 times 8 equals 28. So that is what the area of this base triangle is. It's also the area of this top triangle. All I do now, I've got the area of that, is I times it by the height to find the volume. So my area was 28, and we measure that in centimetres squared because it's area. And now we're going to look for our volume. So easy because we're just using our area times the height, okay? Now, whatever your top and your bottom is, it's obviously going to be the other side. 12. All right, let's pump that into our calculator. Times 12 gives me 336. Now, before I move on, what do I put volume in? Centimeters cubed. Beautiful. All right, now what we have here is a ridiculous shape. It doesn't look like anything when I've drawn it. Let's go back to the book. Oh, that's what it is, righto. So you could think, oh, is that half a circle? But it's really not, is it? Like if we go this way, it's Play School's arch window, isn't it? That's an arch that is not a half circle, all right? And it's really hard to find the area of that. But we don't need to because they've already done it, all right? You're going to come across some weird wonky shapes, probably like this, okay? But you don't need to stress about it because they've already done the area for you. All you need to do is to find the volume, okay? So let's do that. Volume equals area times height. Sorry, it's hard to write with my phone up in the way, going through the screen. So our area was already told to us, it's 13, and our height, I can see on my very poor diagram, is 7. All right, so 13 times 7, 91. We're not finished though. What's it got to be in? We know the measurement is centimetres. And it's got to be cubed. All right, so those are the 3 examples done. They're on the page just below this if you want to work through them yourself. Have a go at the questions. Your teacher will let you know how many to do. If you feel like you've got this, fantastic. There are some worded questions that you can have a crack at. Remember with volume, okay, we're looking for the space this water is taking up on the inside, all right? And it's going to be whatever the surface is times the height. Area times height. Toodaloo!